What do you think was the biggest difference between coming from Europe to the United States and racing?
Yeah, it's horse racing, but it's a very different culture, I would just say. And the whole paperwork here is too much.
Yes, it's a lot more difficult
Yeah,
here, you think?
it's easier in Sweden
Okay.
with all the license and everything, and the entries. The condition is not so easy to understand here, but if you are in the ground circus, it's easier.
Yes, I can see that for sure. And what would be, would you say it's definitely, if it's easier over in Europe, what would be what makes it difficult here besides the paperwork? Is it the competition field that's harder, do you think? Are there really good trainers here in the United States, or do you think just the horsemanship in general? Are people really good caretakers here in the United States, or are they better in Europe? What do you think?
The competition is the same everywhere, but the horses here are much nicer. The breeding is far before Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, they very nice horses here.
Do you think that the horses here are bred for speed or for endurance?
Now the early new generation, they breed them. The good horses breed when they are 4, and that's make a new generation faster, and that makes a much better horse, faster and stronger.
Absolutely. And we're seeing every single year the times keep going down faster and faster and faster. What do you anticipate new trotters to reach within the next couple years? Do you think they're going to be able to get down into the 40s as well, or do you think that we're going to see a trotter stay around the 50s?
I think they're going to be faster and faster.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So in 2021, you won with Captain Corey. What was that like, and how do you think that's going to be different from this year's Hambletonian?
Yeah, he was a favorite for the race, and he was a very good horse and just win every time.
Yes.
This year we don't have a favorite, but I think we have good horses.
Okay. So I know for me personally, from being a trainer in the paddock, I always can pick out a Svanstedt horse all the time. They're very iconic, they look great. Your horses just have a very specific look to them. What do you think about your horses that just gives them that look? Do you think it's the hard work behind the caretakers that have each horse and takes care of them? Or do you have a lot of specific ways of keeping your horses that are different from other people that make them so unique to your name?
Oh, I think everybody work for it. The groom and we train them a little different also. We don't train so much speed training, we train power training.
Yes. I know you have hills here at the farm. You guys train on the hills as well?
No, yes, we have a jogging track around the whole farm, and then we train on a deep track like a thoroughbred track.
Yes, and it's great for their feet too and their joints. I mean, they seem to really succeed with that kind of footing.
Yeah, I think we can train them tough, but they don't get sore.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. When it comes to drivers, Ake, we saw that in previous years you used Dexter Dunn. What is it that helps you and makes you select drivers? What decision making goes into selecting drivers for each and every year, and which catch drivers do you use, and why does it change from year to year?
I drive almost by myself, but if you have a good horse, you can have a driver, and I have more than one horse in the races, and if a driver wants to drive the horse, and then we let them stay on the horse. Even if I don't have anyone, if they want to drive the horse, they can drive the horse.
Okay.
But they must have good horses. If you have a bad horse, they don't want to stay with it.
Yes, I can see that for sure. Do you think it definitely is an advantage to drive your own horses in the big race?
Yeah, I think I know the horses. I train them and I know them very well, but some owners want to have the catch drivers. Sometimes it's easier for them to drive than me.
Okay.
Yes.
So we see a lot of success with your horses here at the farm. What do you think is such a huge part of your success here and getting your horses to the Hambletonian circle, or to a lot of major circles or to a lot of major races in the United States? What do you think is such a huge part of that success? Is it just coming here every day and having a huge amount of dedication to the sport? Is it the training? Do you think that you really have a unique training program versus other competition?
I think it's how we train the horses and how we take care of them. We have all horses are in the paddock every day, and I feel like horses. We have the fillies and mares are going together. We have always horses together, and I think they like it to be together.
For sure, for sure.
But not the colts, of course.
Yeah.
But I think it's how we take care of them,
Yeah.
make them
And
good
allowing them
also.
to feel good on their own and feel like a horse. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. So you have 2 fillies right now, In a Special Way and Bonds. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, they are two very good horses, but they are a little different. Special Way, she have a big engine and a very good attitude. She really want to win. But she has some issues with the gate sometimes, but she overcome that because she just want to win.
Yes. Yes.
But Bond, she is a very fast horse, but maybe not tough as Special Way. But she's very talented, big, strong horse, and very quick and good gated.
Okay. And you guys, when you get them as babies, how does it feel to start to see a young horse develop into a champion?
Oh, of course, that's a very big thing to start with the young horses, and then they became good. Of course, that's feel good, a good feeling.
It is. So we want to find out, what would it feel like for you to win the Hambletonian again?
If you win Hambletonian one time, because you have one good horse that year and take it to the Hambletonian, but win it more than one time, that's better.
Okay. Absolutely. What do you think would change if you won it again? What do you think would change, or would everything stay the same?
No, everything stays the same, but it's a good feeling.
Okay, awesome. Do your owners definitely support you in everything that you do, and they look forward to winning the Hambletonian with you as a trainer?
Yes, that's the reason they have the horses here.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yes, right? Everybody wants to get to that big race, and everybody wants to get to the winner's circle. Do you have anything in particular about this year's Hambletonian that you have to talk about, or anything in particular about this year's Hambletonian that you'd like to say?
Yeah, this year is not a big favorite. It's a couple of good horses that have a chance to win the Hambletonian.
Okay.
No specific favorite.
Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be definitely a good race this year, you think?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yes, good competition. Okay. So going into this year's Hambletonian is at the Meadowlands. We love the track. It's a beautiful track, a great surface there. What do you think has changed over the years in the Hambletonian, and what do you think you have looking forward to racing at the Meadowlands this year for the Hambletonian?
Yeah, of course I'm looking forward to the Hambletonian if you have good horses, and the track is a world famous track. Everybody in the harness racing in the whole world know about Meadowlands.
Yes.
And they have, it's a good surface at Meadowlands when the guys work with it, but all tracks need work, of course. They need water and harrow and make it good for the horses. I don't like hard tracks.
Yes.
It hurt the horses, they get sore. But Meadowlands have a nice track, almost nice when the guys work with it.
Yeah, great. So you have a couple of horses in the Oaks for this year. What do you think about the horses going into the Hambletonian Oaks?
Yeah, we have 3. It's Bond and Wild Jiggy and Pure Hope. But it looks like Bond can be the best horse if she is normal.
Okay.
And last race was a little tough driving of me, and she get tired. It was the first time I felt her tired.
Okay.
But I hope she's normal again.
Okay. What do you think Sarah thinks about this year's Hambletonian, and how has she helped get horses to the Hambletonian in the past?
Yeah, we work together. We are a team, and we do everything together. So of course we look forward to Hamilton as me.
Yeah.
As much as me.
Great.